Why are GDB shared library issues so hard to debug? Have you ever wondered why debugging shared libraries with the GNU Debugger can be such a challenge? Let's break down the reasons behind this complexity and how to tackle it effectively. First off, shared libraries are loaded dynamically at runtime. This means they are not linked to your program at compile time. Because of this, the GNU Debugger needs to track when and where these libraries are loaded. If you set a breakpoint in a shared library before it loads, that breakpoint will be deferred. You might see messages like breakpoint deferred until a shared library containing function is loaded. This can be frustrating, as it delays your ability to debug those functions right away. Next, let's talk about debugging information. For the GNU Debugger to provide useful details, the shared library must be compiled with debugging symbols. If the library was not compiled with the right flags, you will miss out on important information like variable names and line numbers. This makes stepping through the code or inspecting variables inside the library very difficult. Another challenge comes from the dynamic nature of shared libraries. Their memory addresses can change between runs due to factors like address space layout randomization. This variability complicates setting breakpoints by address or interpreting stack traces. The GNU Debugger must resolve symbols dynamically as libraries load, adding to the complexity of the process. When you are debugging an application that uses shared libraries, especially in complex setups like plugin architectures, attaching the GNU Debugger correctly can be tricky. You often need to attach to the running process and specify the main executable. This helps the GNU Debugger know about all loaded shared libraries and resolve symbols accurately. To make debugging easier, here are some practical steps you can follow. Always compile shared libraries with debugging symbols enabled. Use the flag with the GNU compiler collection to ensure you have access to symbol information. You can also use the command set breakpoint pending on in the GNU Debugger. This allows you to set breakpoints in shared libraries even before they are loaded. Another tip is to attach the GNU Debugger to the running process after the shared libraries have loaded. You can also create mock applications or test harnesses that load the shared library in a controlled environment. This simplifies the debugging process significantly. Lastly, make sure your shared libraries are located in standard or known paths. This way, the GNU Debugger can easily find and load their symbols. Be aware of platform-specific issues as well. For instance, Windows uses program database files for debug information, while Linux relies on debug symbols embedded in binaries or separate debug symbol files. By understanding these factors and applying the right strategies, you can master debugging with the GNU Debugger when it comes to shared libraries. This will help you identify and fix bugs in your modular, dynamically loaded code more effectively.